in this video, we can learn about type conversion. In Python, we have learned about the data types. The data types are int, float, then bool, complex, string. These are the data types. Or if you're writing like this, a equal to 5, that means the value pointed by a is 5. Now, what is the type of the value pointed by a? That is integer. That means the type of the value is known as the data type. And in Python, it is possible to convert one data type to another. For example, I want to convert integer 5 to string. So we can write like this, str of 5, that we have learned in the string function. So 5 means we'll get the result like this, 5 inside single quotes. Or I want to convert the floating point number to integer, 28.9. And if we are giving this value inside the parenthesis of int function, the output will be 28. Or I want to get the result in floating point representation, that is 3. Then we'll get the result as 3.0. So in Python, it is possible to convert from one data type to another. That is known as the type conversion. There are two types of conversion. First one is the implicit conversion and second one is the explicit conversion. First one is the implicit conversion and second one is the explicit conversion. Now, implicit conversion is performed by the Python compiler. For example, see here, a equal to 5. That means A points to 5, B points to 6 and C points to 7.5. Now A plus B, 11 is divided by 7.5. 7.5. Now we will get the result like this, 1.46666 like this. Now the value of D is 1.4666. That means print D, the output will be 1.46666 like this. That means this is the output produced by the Python compiler. Suppose I want to get the output in the integer form. Then what we will do? We will write like this, print int of D. That means this is the need of the user. I want to get the output in the integer form. That means it is done by the programmer. I have created the program and I have made the changes. So in order to make changes, if the programmer is compiling the compiler through the program code, then it is known as the explicit type conversion. Now, if we get the output without the programmer's intervention or the output is produced by the compiler, that is known as the implicit type conversion. Implicit type conversion means it is performed by the compiler without programmer's intervention. Now, type promotion means Python converts all operands up to the type of largest operand. That means if int and float is there, float is the largest operand. So we will get the result in floating point. Now, in Python, in the expression, if division is coming, we will get the result with point part. Even the output is 2, the result will be 2.0. In the expression, if the slash sign is using, we will get the result as 2.0. For example, 4 by 2, the result will be 2.0, not 2. So please keep this point in mind. Now next, if we are using two integer values, then the output will be integer. If we are using integer and float in our program, the output will be in float. If we are using float and float, the output will be in float. So this is about the implicit type conversion. And we have learned that explicit type conversion means it is done by the programmer. The programmer is compelling the compiler to produce this type of result. If I want integer, I will give int function. If I want to get in floating point, I will give float, like that. Now, explicit type conversion is also known as typecasting. And explicit type conversion is user-defined conversion that forces an expression to be a specific type. That means a programmer is forcing an expression to a specific type. The syntax is, first we have to write the data type, then we have to write the expression. Suppose I want to get the result in float. First we have to write the data type float. After that we have to write the value like 2.0. Sorry, we have to write the value as 2. Then we will get the result as 2.0. Or we are writing like this, float 2. Then we will get the result as 2.0. So syntax means the format for writing the explicit conversion. So first we have to write data type, then we will write the expression. A equal to 3.5. A refers to the value 3.5. Then B equal to 4 means B refers to the value 4. Print float B. Float B means we want to represent the value of B as floating point number. So it will be 4.0. Print int A. Int A means we want to get the integer form of this value, that is 3.5. It will be 3. So this is the output. Now we can try some conversion. Int 7.8, the output will be 7 by removing the point part. Int 34 inside single quotes means we will get the result as 34. Float 7, it will be in floating point representation. Float 34 inside single quotes means it will be 34. Then next is complex of 7. We know that complex number is of form a plus bj. That means we will get the result as 7 plus 0j. In this way we will get the result. Then complex 3, 2. So first one is the real part and second one is the imaginary part. So we'll get the result as 3 plus 2j. Then string of 3 means 3 in single quotes. String of 5.78 means we'll get 5.78 in single quotes. True. String of true means we'll get true in single quotes. Now boolean value of 0, that is false. Now boolean value of 1, that is true. Next, bool single quotes. What is the truth value of bool? That is false. We'll get the result as false. Now truth value of A is true. Then again bool of hello means true. In this way, we can convert one data type to another. This is all about type conversion.